Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is sneak peek time. We got the Brawl Talk thumbnail, the juicy Easter egg sneak peek photo, the names of the two newest brawlers coming out in the update, and every other Easter egg that we know of so far today. Pretty dang hype. But before we get into that, a quick word from our sponsor here today. I am very excited to say that today's video is brought to you by the glorious, the absolutely pristine Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Beauty in a phone. Honestly, this has to be my favorite phone that Samsung has made so far. I've been using it for just a few weeks now, and it's been so fire for everything that I use a phone for, such as gaming on the go. Obviously, in the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, you're rocking the 120 Hz, which is pretty much so important for Brawl Stars nowadays. The feeling is so dang different. But in this one, it also has smoother graphics rendering that's been optimized for gaming specifically. Boosting with the Pro Scaler, the image quality is up by 40% compared to the previous S series, which is freaking hype for any game that you're playing, bro. And it's all thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Elite Galaxy in this bad boy. It's an absolute monster. It's got improved cooling, ray tracing, and the actual design itself is nice and slim and sleek. Really big fan of this phone. So of course, if you guys are on the market for a brand new device, I could not recommend the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra more. It's fire. Make sure to check it out with the link in the description down below if you are looking for one. And thank you once again to Samsung for sponsoring this video here today. But with that being said, let's get straight away back into the video. Here we go. But to get things started, the very first thing that I'd like to point out is this time around, we don't have a hashtag for the name of the season. We do have Time to Escape, which could be something related to the first season that's coming out in the update. It's kind of intertwined with the Easter egg video that we got yesterday where the Brawl Stars dev team repeated there's no time to escape so many times. The only thing that I missed is that there was, for some reason, like one there's no escape with a question mark and then another one with an exclamation mark. Don't know what the heck that means, but I don't know if we have to look too far into that. Brawl Stars is wild and as well. My gosh, this community event was crazy. But either way, even if we don't know the specific name of the season, if it isn't Time to Escape or something like that, we do have a general vibe, which matched up with what we were talking about in yesterday's video, some sort of Egyptian feel. Now we will dissect this photo a little bit more in depth later on in the video. There are some really interesting pieces that we need to get out of the way with this, but first things first, before we get into the nitty gritty, let's get straight away into the thumbnail and the Brawl Talk premiere. First off, taking a look at the premiere of the Brawl Talk, the countdown is coming. The actual trailer this time around was just a short that was released yesterday, which is pretty dang hype. We already dissected that, so we don't really need to look into it. But really, the main thing to take away from this is the title. Is this the best brawler ever? A very strange Brawl Talk title. Either way, I got a feeling this is going to be fire if the title is so weird. They could be testing out a different strategy or something like that. Who knows? But getting into probably my favorite part in these types of episodes, the Brawl Talk thumbnail, bro. Really excited about this one. Believe it or not, this rollout of Easter eggs and sneak peeks one day before the Brawl Talk is giving us a look-see at both brawlers. A lot of the time there's a bit more uncertainty in the speculation when it comes to the silhouettes and whatnot, but I got a pretty good idea as to what we can expect. So kicking things off, taking a look at the silhouette in the thumbnail. The video that we took a look at yesterday sneak peeked one of the brawlers coming out, which was some sort of cat brawler, which I think we have confirmation on right now, but this one I believe is the other brawler coming out with the update. And this time around as well, we know both of the brawlers' names, I believe, but this silhouette is giving me some sort of Anubis vibes. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what Anubis is. It's linked with Egyptian themes out there, which seems to be the season that we are heading into's theme. You got the ears, the dog face, and even some of the clothing, I believe, matches up a little bit with the silhouette, which is really cool. Much like that, with the silhouette, we have the ears, we have that pointed nose, so like that dog face, and he looks like he's doing a little mummy dance or something like that. Going all the way down, we're seeing some clothing going on here. I believe we're seeing some clothing or cloth being draped off, kind of like maybe mummy bandages. But that specific speculation I don't think is super important, seeing that we have the main gist of it being an Anubis character, I think. Or who knows? Hey, I guess we have a pointed ear there, and it might just be a weird perspective of that cat brawler that we're getting, but I'm leaning more towards this being that second brawler other than the cat. But now that we got that silhouette update out of the way, let's carry on to the app logo. Very reminiscent of last year's update around this time when we got the significant ranked update changes, this time around having it more ranked-esque. But just for some comparison here of last year's ranked app icon, it's very, very similar with the blue and red and the ranked star drop emblem or face, whatever you'd like to call it, in the middle instead of our skull yellow face, right? It's pretty cool. But other than that, there's really not that much else in the thumbnail to break down. Sometimes in the background, we can get a little bit of context, but I guess really the only other thing that we have here is this interesting logo, or instead of the skulls being in the background, the, what would you call it? Like an overlay pattern? We got this weird one with like, I don't even know how to describe that. It's like a circle with eyes looking down and points at each top, maybe a cat. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like a cat. You might have to turn up your brightness for this one, but we have 2 points for the ears maybe, and then like the other point being like, I don't know. It's interesting nonetheless. But there's the Brawl Talk thumbnail. Sometimes with A/B testing, there might be different variations of this, but most of the time they just end up changing who's actually on the thumbnail, whether it's Danny, Drew, Marzio, or maybe some other little changes. So maybe keep an eye on it. You never know, you might see something different. Also, last thing, hey, like that Star Park logo. Let's go. It's been a while, guys. We need that lore. But with the thumbnail out of the way, next up, getting into the tags for the Brawl Talk, the search functions for the YouTube algo. This time around, we see most of the regular ones that we see pop up for these Brawl Talks, but a few new ones that could be identifying the names of the newest brawlers. We have Finx as well as Lumi, new brawler ranked, but Finx and Lumi might be the two newest names for these brawlers. Just to make sure all bases are covered, I'd like to check the metadata here to see if we can take a look at the duration of this video. Yeah, unfortunately, for some reason, the last couple Brawl Talks that we've took a look through this website, we haven't been able to see the duration, but usually we're able to, and maybe I'm missing out on something, but most of the time as the day proceeds, people end up finding out the duration, and I'm not sure how, but a lot of the time it is verified in the comments of this video by individuals out there. So if you know that information, put it down there. Sometimes it's interesting to see and match up based on how much content we are getting, how long it takes the dev team to dissect the new content. If it's a longer Brawl Talk, typically we get more stuff in the actual update itself. But I guess for the very least from this website, we can take a look at those tags again, lining up with that Finx and Lumi there. Really, really cool. Looking forward to seeing what these newest brawlers do. A Anubis brawler and some sort of cat brawler, which, why don't we get into that? Now, this debatably is my favorite part of these videos. I love Easter egg photos, and I think it's about that time to dissect this bad boy. So once again, we don't have that hashtag for the season, which is kind of unfortunate, but we do have some really juicy stuff to break down here. To get it out of the way, we have the silhouette of one of the newest brawlers, which was featured in that short that we dissected yesterday, some sort of cat brawler, which can be seen here. A lot of people are pointing to possibly Kit getting a brother inside of the Brawl Stars universe, the lore. But it seems this cat is like the ruler of this pyramid that the brawlers got sucked into. Obviously a cat, we can see the aesthetics of the brawler having the pointed ears, the paw, right? Standing up though, and having some sort of Egyptian staff. So seeing that this specifically is the season that we are heading into, I would assume that this cat brawler is the first brawler that's going to be released here in the update, and then in the next season, we'll get that Anubis brawler or whatever it is. So the theme of the photo is some sort of maze or puzzle within the pyramid, where we can see a few different members or brawlers of different families being represented here in different sections of it. I believe Ollie is in his own family. We have Meeple in his own family, and then of course Ruffs in the Star Force family. I'm not sure if them being here specifically has any significance around it. Possibly one of the newest brawlers could be fitting into one of these families, the Ollie family or the Meeple family. Or a lot of the time in these sneak peek photos, different Easter eggs match up most of the time with skins. Typically we get like one major one of one of the newest brawlers, and then most of the other ones are going to be skin related. So potentially these three brawlers being in here, they could be getting skins in the next update. Who knows? Who knows? But next up, getting into some of the other finer details that people had noticed. First of all, I haven't seen anyone really discussing this like stag beetle statue. I'm not sure if this is really important, but seeing that there's not that much discussion about it, I'm not sure if it is, but it seems important. I just want to point that out. But a lot of these tiles are lining up with skins that have been developed or that might be coming in this next update. The very first one, people had noticed this hourglass. This user ended up pointing out that the Supercell make skin here, I believe for Grom, will finally be coming to the game. It matches up pretty dang closely with what this guy has going on. I believe this was a part of the superhero Supercell make campaign, which was a really, really long time ago. I kind of forgot about these skins, but they might finally be coming to the game. So if that's the case, maybe the other superhero skins that won in that campaign might be coming too. Yeah, this one, really, really long time ago. All the winners can be seen here. Got a Chuck skin, a Janet skin, a Carl skin. That could be related to that stag beetle statue that we saw before. We got Sam there, Grom, and Buster. It was a Buster skin, excuse me for that one. But those are all of the skins that won there such a long time ago. But now that we got that out of the way, moving along to the next tile that is representing a skin, potentially or should be coming to the game. Confirming, I would say, that the Carnival Mandy skin is also going to be present in this update. If you didn't know, I believe there was a poll a very long time ago between Flag Bearer Piper and that Mandy skin as to which one we wanted in the game, and the Piper skin won. But it looks like the Carnival Mandy skin is just going to be coming in the game now, which is pretty dang hype. But then the final potential skin reference, there could be more, but the one that is getting the most talk within the community that you guys should know about could be seen here under Spike. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but April Fools is coming up very, very soon, and based on the colors and the shape of this thing below Spike, we very well could be getting the God meme. We got red there at the top, a belt, some pant coloring there at the bottom, an egg. There's no freaking way, you guys. Egg Pam might finally be coming to the game. It's happening, guys. It's happening. It's kind of lining up with the meme, right? The same coloring. We have the belt that I believe Pam wears just on her base model, and that little red dot there at the top. Skin color or the complexion there at the top is kind of matching up. Guys, it's a strange time we are living in within Brawl Stars, bro. It's a strange time, but I'm here for it. But I believe that is just about all that has been found so far, or at least that I can see in this sneak peek photo pertaining to skins and new brawlers and speculation, all that jazz. If I missed anything, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. But either way, they gave us enough to bite on here on this day, I believe. The Brawl Stars dev team is cooking up, I think, a really exciting update. The hype is real, people. Hope you all are looking forward to the Brawl Talk tomorrow. Make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be breaking down everything that's going to be within it as best as I can, taking a look at it for the very first time along with all of you. Subscribe up. The sneak peeks are right around the corner as well. But thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all a lot, and we'll be talking really soon. Adios and take care.